Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on my very first pregnancy vlog. I am super excited to be doing these vlogs, and I'll be honest, this pregnancy was quite a bit of a surprise, even though we have been trying to conceive the past 5 months. This cycle we kind of put TTCing in the back burner, and we weren't, or I wasn't obsessing over it as much. And the other day I just decided spontaneously to take a pregnancy test just to make sure, um, because my cycle was um, a little bit longer than usual. So I went ahead and took a pregnancy test and it came out positive. And I was excited, I was nervous, I was surprised, and now I am just overwhelmingly happy and overjoyed that we finally have conceived. So, just really quickly, I'm going to get right into the pregnancy vlog. I'm currently 5 weeks and 3 days, according to the app on my phone. I'm using Baby Center, and I'm also using Baby Bump. So those two apps I'm using to sort of track my pregnancy. They both give different information, and they both give different options for tracking your pregnancy, and you can upload different photos, weekly photos and things like that, and you can upload or update your weight each week and how many inches your waist gains and things like that. So these two apps are absolutely wonderful. Even though I've only been using them for a couple of days, I totally find them useful. Um, so 5 weeks and 3 days. Our due date is said to be September 20th, although that hasn't been confirmed by my doctor just yet. Our first doctor's appointment is going to be this Friday in about 4 days or so. So my weeks turn over on Saturdays, and I think since I found out I was pregnant last Saturday, I'm going to start uploading my weekly updates on Saturday. So pregnancy week 6 will be up on Saturday with information from my doctor and the confirmation of my pregnancy and all that. So I'm going to get into the symptoms really quick. Um, I have been feeling a little bit nauseous in the evenings. It's very, very slight and it's barely noticeable, but I do feel sort of like a wave of nausea, and it only lasts for a few seconds and then it goes away. I have had very bad morning sickness with my previous pregnancies, and I'm kind of expecting it to get worse. It is pretty early in the game to tell, but um, you never know, pregnancies are different. So, um, yeah, I've had some nausea, but it's barely noticeable, and it's only in the evening time, so that's not too bad. I have also had super sore boobs, and I'm sorry if this is TMI, but my nipples especially have been really sensitive and really tender, and I find that if I'm wearing a bra for a long amount of time during the day, then they start to get really sore, and when I take my bra off and I'm just lounging around in my house, then even the clothes rubbing on my chest, it's very uncomfortable. I've also noticed that I have been super, super sleepy the past week or so. Even before I found out I was pregnant, I was sort of, what's the word? Even before I found out I was pregnant, I found myself to be more tired than usual. I can usually go throughout the day feeling totally fine, but recently I've been finding halfway through the day or sometimes in the evening I'll start to get a little bit drowsy and I'll fall asleep. Um, Even if for a few minutes, I do find myself really, really tired, and then especially in the evening time. I have been feeling some light cramping the past few days, and it just feels like I'm about to get my period or something. It's nothing too serious where I need to see a doctor immediately, but it is a little bit concerning to me, so I'm definitely going to bring that up with my doctor, but I have heard it's pretty common in early pregnancy, so I am worried, but not, super worried. I've also had shortness of breath, so speaking for long periods of time like I am right now, I'm finding that I have to catch my breath a lot more, as well as walking around for long periods of time. Like, we were at the grocery store yesterday for about an hour and walking around, and it was super busy, and I was just, in and out of the aisles trying to get out of there. I did find myself to have to slow down and catch my breath every few minutes. I've also been feeling very hungry lately, which isn't normal for me. Usually I'll have a meal and I'll be full for a few hours, or I'll start to feel hungry when it's time to have my next meal. But lately I'll eat and you know, I'll feel full, and then um, I'll drink some water, maybe I'll have a light snack, but immediately, almost immediately, like maybe an hour later, I'll feel hungry again, which is totally weird for me. It's never happened before. Last night we had dinner, and it was a pretty filling dinner, and then like an hour later, I was like, okay, I need to have a snack or something. I was just hungry, and I have been drinking a lot more water lately, and I make sure to have 3 meals a day plus fruits and vegetables in between. I really, really love to have fruits and vegetables, and I've been feeling that I've been wanting it more now that I know that I'm pregnant. I just love fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. Um, but yeah, I've just been feeling so hungry lately. I don't know why that is. And I know this is pretty common in pregnancy, especially later when the baby starts to get bigger, but I have found that I need to use the washroom a lot more, and it could be because I have been drinking a lot more water than I usually do. But yeah, I know I have to go maybe once an hour, which is pretty uncommon for me. So I don't know if that's pregnancy related or if it's just because I'm drinking lots of water, but that's what I have noticed. So that's it for the symptoms. Even though that seems like quite a lot of symptoms, I don't feel like I'm pregnant yet. It hasn't set in as reality for me just yet. And I think that once I see my doctor, once she confirms it, once I have a due date and things like that, and once I do my blood work and everything, it'll start to feel real. Right now, it doesn't feel real. Even though I have 3 positive pregnancy tests, it just doesn't feel real just yet. It feels totally surreal to me. But like I said, we're super happy for this pregnancy, and we just, we can't wait. We can't wait. And this is actually Zachary's first biological child. He has taken on Madison as his own, but this will be his first biological child, so that's a big, huge stepping stone for him and for us and for our relationship. And Madison's going to be a big sister, so we're super, super, super excited, and we're so happy to be able to share with the family. Um, we haven't told anybody yet, but we will. We're waiting for the next couple of weeks because our family and our community is just super busy with cultural events going on right now. And we just started a language class and an art class and things like that. So we're just waiting a couple of weeks to tell, especially his mother. This will be her first grandchild. So I'm rambling now. I just wanted to go over really quickly what prenatal vitamins I'm taking. When we first started to TTC, my doctor put me on folic acid. So that's what I was taking before I got pregnant. And now that I've found out that I am pregnant, I am taking Centrum Materna. And these actually in my previous pregnancies have made me feel sick. And I don't know, I'm not exactly sure why that is, but my doctor actually told me to stop taking the Materna and to start taking folic acid. But the Materna for now it's not making me feel sick or anything. So I'm going to continue to take that until it does make me feel sick or, whatever. Okay, so I just wanted to do sort of a starting point, what my body looks like now at the beginning of the pregnancy. So I don't really have a belly to show, but this is just what I'm starting with. I did measure last night at 38 inches, so this is sort of, excuse me, this is just what I'm starting with. And I'll keep showing as the belly gets bigger. Probably not until the second trimester, but just as a starting point, this is where we are right now. So that's it for this week, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.